91.9, the Fresh Station. Hey everybody, this is your host Cecil. Welcome to 91.9 and 87.8, the dual broadcast of the Champions podcast. I hope you enjoy. This is season 4, episode 3, but without further ado, here we go.
Well, it's a good old time on a good old show. Live from Radio Shinaris in Livonia. We're talking champions with your host Cecil. So sit back and enjoy the ride on the Champions Podcast.
Oh, wasn't that just the best? I'd like to just give credit where credit's due. Give it up to John with a big old silent H out of Radio Chinaris. Thank him so much for that amazing theme song. I still can't get it out of my head. I keep humming to myself everywhere I go. Hey everybody, welcome to the Champions. Welcome to the Champions podcast. I'm your host Cecil. You know how we usually start all podcasts. We always love to give credit to our sponsors because the most people listen right off the bat. So here's an ad read from a classic. You know J-Rob from his protein and hooking up with old ladies, but did you know him for his masterful musical abilities? That's right. J-Rob, the same guy who fuels your workouts and libido, is also the GOP, the guru of peace. And his latest album, Hang Loose, captures the essence of those endless summer nights like no other. This album isn't just about a collection of songs. It's an invitation to an eternal summer where the breeze is always cool and the beach is your dance floor. With Hang Loose, J-Rob, yes, the protein guy you know, takes us on a journey through the heart of beach culture, embracing the laid-back lifestyle and the magic of finding love in the twilight of life. But Hang Loose isn't just about soaking up the sun and riding the waves. It's a celebration of unexpected connections and beauty of discovering love with the new elderly widow each night. J-Rob, the guru of peace, weave tales of romance under the stars where every encounter is a chance to find the love of your life again and again. So if you're ready to tie your bandana, slap your pair of shades on, and embark on a musical voyage that celebrates the joy of living and loving without boundaries, Hang Loose is your soundtrack. Available now at all major streaming platforms. Don't miss out on the album that everyone will be talking about this summer. Hang loose, my friends, and let the rhythm of J-Rob, the protein guy, the guru of peace, guide your heart to the next great adventure. JRob.com, everybody. Oh, man. He really does pay for everything around these parts. So we got to give credit to every exploit, every venture he has. You know, he's not just a protein guy. He's also a musician. All right. This next ad read is for Milk Person. You know, they're an old ad read, but they're coming back with a new ad read. Here we go. Hey there, friends. Ever find yourself in the middle of a recipe only to realize you're out of milk? Or maybe you've been craving that perfect bowl of cereal, but oops, no milk in the fridge? Well, I've got some utterly amazing news for you. There's a new app on the block that's about to revolutionize the way we get our daily fix. Introducing Milk Person, available on the App Store. Milk Person isn't just your average delivery app. Oh no, it's a revolutionary reboot of a classic job, tailored specifically for those of us who appreciate the finer points of dairy. We're talking milk, cheese, yogurt, and yes, even ice cream. This app caters to a niche market of dairy devotees offering daily, weekly, or even last-minute deliveries right at your doorstep. Remember the good old days when the milkman would deliver fresh milk every morning? Well, Milk Person is bringing that tradition, but with a modern twist. This app cuts out the middleman, or should I say the middle app, of the old grocery delivery services, connecting you directly with local dairy enthusiasts who are passionate about bringing you the freshest products available. And here's the best part: by choosing Milk Person for your dairy needs, you're not just getting top notch service, you're also creating jobs for those people who share the same passion for milk. It's a win win for everyone involved. Now, before you rush to download the app, we do have a small disclaimer to share. Here at Milk Person, we're all about honesty and transparency, so it's important to mention that we do not recommend married women to use this app. Now, hold on. It seems that the milkman profession has a unique history of causing a bit of strife in marriages, if you can follow. We cannot control these milk people, as they're quite the lovers of more than just calcium. Let's just say that they're known to deliver more D's than just vitamin D, and you're trying to strengthen your bones and they just want theirs touched. So we urge you to order responsibly when using Milk Person for your dairy deliveries. With that said, if you're ready to dive into a world of dairy delight and support a community of dairy loving delivery folks, then Milk Person is the app for you. Download Milk Person today from the App Store. With your first order of $75 or more of dairy is 20% off with the checkout code CHAMPION. That's CHAMPION. Order now and say goodbye to those dairy dilemmas later. Holy shit. Yeah, guys. If you ever trying to get milk, little cottage cheese. If you're always just so tired of going out every single day, just get this delivery service. You could probably get it delivered every week. You don't have to worry about any of that hooey of sitting in line, having to worry about dairy prices, guys. Milk Person is your thing. Thank you so much, Milk Person. Thank you so much, J Rob. Those were amazing ads. I hope you really enjoyed those ad reads, because that's what this is all about, if it wasn't for these sponsors, why would I even be here talking to you? Why would I have any type of drive to talk to you if I wasn't getting paid? I need incentive to bring everyone together in Livonia. All right, that has been our ad reads. That's been the Kickoff the Champions podcast, season 4, episode 3. Oh, wow. All right, so this season has been very, very interesting, I always like to bring up that there's been a huge shift in tone. Usually I would interview people, I would find them, and we would have this long talk, really annoying and tedious, repetitive talk about survival. How it is, people always just trying to survive, and it's frustrating and annoying, and the podcast gets old. You can only ask so many questions about your favorite food or fucking way to make a fire until eventually you're like, yeah, this is hack. I need to come up with real content. And that's what's happening, man. One day someone asked me about my love life in the middle of a podcast, and goddamn it, that's been the theme of this whole season, and here we go. If you don't know what happened, there's a really, really quick update about my love, Becky. So in a previous podcast, I was given advice. I was trying to say, hey, what should I do? I've been scouring the non-monogamous section of Bumble, the dating app Bumble, and there's non-monogamous polyamorous people all over it. And I was just like, what's this doing? I've been celibate for so long. What is this up to? And I ran into the sweet, sweet, sweet girl, Becky. She's got 4 kids, 3 baby daddies. Again, polyamorous. It's okay. They're spoken for. We went on a date. Long story short, my kisses weren't up to par, man. I couldn't kiss good enough, so she kind of put me on the side. I was hoping to be, one of her sides. Maybe working her way up to be a primary, because that's how polyamory is, You're not immediately their number one. You got to earn your way up to top. That's multiple partners. That's what it's about. It's like a promotion. It's like being in a corporate job. Polyamory. You start off in the mailroom, and boy, oh boy, did I not pass the mailroom with Becky. Anyways, she's still on my radar. I'm still on her radar. We talk, and she set me up with a new friend, which is very nice of her, because maybe this will earn her way to her. Maybe I'll earn her way to her heart doing this. She sent me with her married friend, but again, that's fine because it's polyamory. We all get it. It's cool. There's no strife. It was a little odd though, because I did go on that date. I was letting everyone on the podcast know I'm gonna have this date with this married woman. You know what's gonna happen. My last one didn't really work out that well. I might have got catfished, but this time I feel like it's a whole new beginning with this with new girl. I'm not gonna say her name. I've learned not to say names of people. Becky, I'm sorry. I already said it a million times, but I'm gonna stop saying names because I don't want these girls harassed. We went on a date, but the thing is, this is weird. She's married, and I kind of had to meet her husband first. See the first lady that I had the opportunity, you know, I had the absolute opportunity to meet up with. She was cool. She didn't make me meet her husband, you know, even though I also think she was kind of catfishing me. She didn't make me meet her husband. Don't know if he existed, but she didn't make this lady. Oh, she made me meet her husband, and he was a little strict guy. He was kind of tiny, I'll admit, a little tiny. Had to shake his hand, look him in the eye. I didn't be like, hey, I have good intentions or anything, but that's basically what he was reading. It was crazy, man. You know, it felt like I was meeting someone's father in high school. You ever meet not like someone's friend, like a girlfriend's father in high school who just wasn't sure about you? That's what it's like. I'm an adult man trying to get my rocks off with multiple partners, and this guy is like, what's your intentions? It's like, bro, I'm trying to smash, but I didn't tell him that. But he knew. He couldn't say anything, bro. It's whatever, you know. It was weird though, you know, because I got that weird feeling that he wasn't all for it. I don't know, maybe it was just kind of like obvious, but I really felt like she was more poly than he was, if that makes sense. It seems like a lot of the polyamory in that marriage had to do with her more than him, which you know, kind of makes sense. You know, but hey, you know what? That's none of my business. Like their problems are their problems. Let them handle it when we're not all together, right? So I took her on a date. You know, we went out and got some chicken. I took her out for not the husband though. Husband, he had to stay home. You know, we went out and got some chicken, and then you know, next thing you know, we're back at my place getting a little turkey, if you know what I mean. You ever get turkey before, guys? Huh? You ever get a little turkey? All right. That was, but you know what I'm saying? It's polyamory, guys. You know, all you gotta do is feed him chicken, you get a little turkey. That's what I'm learning. Anyways, yeah. After the turkey dinner, you know, it was a good time. We had fun, and I would have to say, this was my favorite part of polyamory. Was the aftermath when we're all done. Her homeboy husband came and picked her up. What do you know about that? What do you know? I didn't have to worry about paying for an Uber. I didn't have to worry about getting dressed to go out, you know, and give anyone a ride.
Hey, first time caller.
It was late night, you know, and guess what? He just took her home. That was one of the best experiences I ever had with polyamory. Hey, everybody, we have a new guest. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. Absolutely. Are you on the radio right now, or are you nearby?
No, I think I'm right outside of your base. But yeah, I'm the new police chief in town.
Hey, what's going on, fella? We're in the middle of a podcast, episode 3, season 4 of the Champions podcast. You ever been on a podcast before?
No. First time.
Oh my God. Can everyone hear it in town? I feel like I'm doing a really good job right now.
You are. Yeah, everyone can hear you.
Thank you. So, what's up? Do you want a shout out? I can give you a good shout out.
Yeah. Just let everyone know that there's a new police chief named Sergeant.
Okay.
I'm at the Toplin Police
Is that you,
Station.
Sergeant?
Yep, it is. Yeah, it's Sergeant. Hey,
what's going on, dude?
Yeah, I got some other guys I've helped out here before here, but yeah, I'm just let people know I'm in town. If they need help or supplies, I'm around.
All right, thanks a lot, man. Hey, if you didn't hear that,
if you're
oh yeah, go ahead.
If you're giving out supplies, mate, I'll have some wire.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any wire at the moment. Right now, I'm just.
Oh no.
But
Can I get a gun?
I'll keep it.
So if anyone's listening on the radio, just want I'm just giving a little shout out to Sergeant, the new sheriff of Tallinn. You know, he's out here patrolling, trying to make it better for you guys. So if you see
Stop
him,
running up
make
north
it
now.
easier for
what's he
him.
responded to?
All right. Okay, let's keep moving. All right, so I updated you guys on my love life. You all wanted to know what was going on. You know, I went on my date. You know, I had my fun. I got my turkey dinner. All right, my turkey dinner was fun, but it was kind of awkward. You know, it's kind of like a hump I have to get over. You know, is just that husband part of the whole polyamorous relationship. But hey, that's just part of it. You know, hey, it's not up to me to think that they're probably going to get divorced after that. You know, he probably didn't enjoy my presence, and he probably picked her up out of jealousy. But hey, that's not me. That's just that's their problems, and that's poly. I think that's what Becky's teaching me. Also, you know, I know everyone's thinking, hey, are you going to go on a second date, Cecil? I'm not sure. Didn't hear about it. Might hit her up later, you know, because you know, you think, Cecil, since you have one successful date, you know, they're all going to be piling up. And I'm telling you, they're not piling up. Polyamory is a little bit harder than that. Just a little bit harder, you know, because, you know, those girls last week that I told you I matched with. Is kind of an array of characters. I'll tell you, a lot of them, you know, haven't really responded to old Cecil in a long time, and I feel like I'm being ghosted. You know, I don't know if you remember the girl who said that she likes her men with a little hood in them. I don't know if you remember that. Hey, what's going on? Well, you know, she's not responded to me anymore, and that's kind of breaking my heart. You know, because I felt like I was a little hood. You know. And I guess I didn't. I guess my response to her on chat just wasn't enough. You know, I gotta do better at being hood, I guess, because she ghosted me completely. You remember that girl who said that I was chilling, and that I'm like, what do you mean terrifying? Yeah, she still hasn't responded. So you know what? I think there's a lot of trolls out there in polyamory. That's what I'm coming into this assumption. Hey, what's going on? Who's this? Hey, who's joining me right now? I don't hear you. Oh, okay. I got Clarence with me, everybody. His mouth's a little dry right now. He might need a little water, but goddamn, it's been a couple podcasts. I hope you're doing fine. But yeah, there's another girl that you guys don't. I don't know if you remember from last week that I matched with. She was giving me a little mixed signals. You know, she told me she had a big affinity for guys with big eggplant emojis and super hot men, which was flattering. You know, she just wants a sexy, fun, hot time. Kind of sounded like Borat. You know, not to judge. Who knows who she is? I don't know. She got me a little weird because she told me my teeth had to be good. It's a fetish of hers. Now understand, like, someone having good hygiene, oral hygiene might be a thing for you, but saying that it's I had to really bounce on her. I'm not going to deal with someone who's constantly checking in on my teeth. You know, I don't need an orthodontist constantly just checking me saying, hey, is your teeth straight? Like, I don't want someone trying to convince me to get adult braces. That is the line. That is the line right there. Braces are just way too painful. And I mean, it's polyamory. I'm not going to fall in love with her. I'm not going to go through braces. That's the good thing, is guys will get pulled into long-term relationships with people, monogamous relationships, and they'll get shit like adult braces and have to fucking live with it after she breaks up with them. Braces are for years, you know. If you date someone for like a few months, it's not worth it, bro. That's the best part of polyamory. Everything's temporary. You don't have to make long-term decisions based on other people. Hell yeah. There's also one other girl I matched with, you know, that she's ghosted me again. It's a girl that wants me to be mean. The meaner, the better. I couldn't pass it. You know, I didn't have enough. I wasn't mean enough for her, and she just ghosted me completely. So guys, I'm here to tell you, if you're out there, polyamory is just like monogamy, you know. It's a numbers game. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Who's this? Who's joining us?
It's Hot Show.
Hey, what's going on, Hans? Everybody, welcome to the podcast, Hans. I don't think you've ever been on the podcast yet. I know you've crossed by, but yeah, how are you doing today?
Yeah. Got some sheeps.
Oh, got some good food. Got some mutton.
BC, Cecil.
Oh, awesome, guys. I've been recapping like
was
my
clean.
love life. Oh, hey, welcome back, Clarence. How's it? I hear you now.
Yeah, I cleared my throat.
So I've been recapping my love life. You know, I'm exploring polyamory. You know, multiple partners, and it's becoming quite. It's been quite the experience. You know, the one love of my life that rejected me, she's actually helping me find people now, which is amazing. You know, I'm still getting over her. You know, and the breakup's been really painful, which I don't think it's good that I'm still talking to her like just about every day. I think that's not good. But what I did ask all my listeners out there is I said, hey guys, Cecil's feeling a lot of pain. You know, I think I even asked Clarence this. I go, I think Cecil needs a dog. You know, I'm looking to get a dog. I need something to be able to hug. You know, I need something to be able to cuddle and just squeeze, and something, you know, that can take the amount of cute aggression that I have, you know, because I'm so hurt from my breakup. So I asked the listeners, hey, what dog
Cecil?
should I get? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Cecil, I just want to say, yeah, I went through something similar.
Oh,
with that
really?
Breakup. I actually, I met a girl on DayZ. I ended up
no.
flying across the ocean to see her. We
Damn.
were engaged, and then things got tough, and she just split. Man.
And how far did you travel? Did she split like while you met up with her?
No. We
Oh,
met.
okay.
We spent like 3 weeks together.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, times just got hard when I flew back, and she was to come fly to see me, but she didn't. And then yeah, we ended up breaking the engagement off of 2 days later, about a week later.
It was an engagement?
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah, it was an engagement.
Oh,
yeah.
dude. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking maybe she was trying to explore polyamory.
Maybe.
You know, that maybe she wasn't ready, you know, and she saw real commitment in her face, and she's like, nah, I can't deal. Because are you from the States?
Yeah. I am from the States.
Yeah, you probably were, you know, a little, you know how people are really intimidated by the people from the States. They're probably like, I can't handle that. That's too much of a commitment. I you know, that's kind of why I'm polyamorous right now. You know, I got hurt because I was committed, you know? And so I just want to explore the field now. So hey, maybe you should go out there. Maybe you should find another date, because I'm finding out a lot of DayZ players into polyamory, you know?
Sounds good. Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, so I was asking my audience, oh yeah, what's going on?
As you can say, what, you got any good advice for kind of moving on after a bad breakup?
See, that's what I'm going through. So I'm thinking dog. Right? I'm getting a dog. I need a
Fuck
dog.
someone.
I did. It doesn't work, Hans. I got my turkey dinner, and it was just kind of like it's kind of hollow. You know, I got catfished by one person, and I got with another married girl, and it just feels hollow, dude. And so I asked my listeners, like, I need to get a dog. What type of dog should I get? And so they wrote into me, and they're trying to give me advice. A husky? You say husky?
Yeah, huskies are great, man.
They're
Yeah,
so you just like to be abused. You just like people who don't fucking listen, do you? So you like to be walked all over. I bet you that girl from overseas walked all over you with fucking stilettos. You like huskies?
Yeah, man. Yeah, huskies are great. They yell at you, and they have personalities. It's great.
They have personalities, and they also try to get you killed. I saw a video of a husky taking a whole family of bears to his owner because he thought it was cool.
I live in the mountains, and my husky, he actually attacks bears whenever they come to our yard.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool husky. Is it like more of a Malamute or whatever?
Yes, yep. He's a big boy.
Those are big dudes. Hey, you know, I'm sure they're really good for a breakup too. You know, just hug the shit out of that dog. He probably loves you. That's what I'm trying to go for. You know, that's what I'm trying to get. And so I have this one email from. Let me see. This email comes
Hey,
from
Cecil, I just wanna
Chester.
let you go, but
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cecil, I want to let you go, man. I gotta get back to the station, but I just want to say, love the podcast.
Thanks,
Love what
officer.
you're talking, man.
I appreciate it.
Hope your heart heals like mine.
Thanks, man. We'll get through this together. You know, check up with me later, and I'll see how you are. You know, let's be sponsors for Heartbreak.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'll be at the police station. All right, kiss, bye.
Kiss. So I got this letter in or email from Chester. You know, he had some advice. The subject is about that dog, Cecil. You know, hey Cecil, I heard you talking on the podcast about maybe getting a dog to help you get through your breakup, and I wanted to drop you a line. I get where you're coming from. When I brought home my first mutt, he had this habit of dragging my socks into the yard just so I'd have to chase him around. And I'd be laughing like an idiot instead of sitting inside stewing over whatever was bothering me. You know, later when I had a lab, she used to rest her head on my knee anytime I sat down with the weight of the day on me, like she knew I need some reminding I wasn't alone. Those moments carried me through more than I'd like to admit. And you know, I could use that kind of company right now. But here's the thing. I need you to hear it from me. As a friend, do not get a cane corso, especially if you weigh under 220 pounds. They're not bad dogs by nature. They're incredible, loyal, and protective, but there's something about them that feels ancient, you know? Like they're built to remind us we're not always in charge. A cane corso isn't a pet the way a lab or mutt is. It's more of living with Grendel from Beowulf. You can feed it, you can try to command it, but deep down, you know you're sharing your home with something that can decide at any moment whether you belong there or not. I just wish I were talking in theory, but I'm not. I'm writing this from the corner of my own kitchen. He's blocking the doorway, staring at me, waiting. Somewhere along the way, he stopped responding to his name, Mango. Just stopped acknowledging it, like the word meant nothing anymore. Like he shed it the way he, like a snake sheds skin, rejecting even the idea that he belonged to anyone. Now he just moves when he wants, eats when he wants, and all I can do is ration the last 40-pound bag of blue buffalo like it's the only treat we still share. My neighbors, none of them are big enough to step in and decide if the deal's off. And here's the truth, Cecil. I'd take the heartbreak over this any day. Late nights, the silence, the ache in your chest. All of it's easier than standing in your own house afraid to breathe wrong. A breakup will fade. A dog like this won't let you forget. I've stalled long enough. He's watching me, waiting. I'm going to go face the problem I created, Chester. A cane corso.
What is happening, dude?
Bro, there's a podcast going on right now, and I'm answering. I'm getting advice from my listeners. All right, I'm going through a breakup right now, and they're trying to give me an advice what dog to get. So, like, give me a second.
If you get the hug too.
This guy's telling me not to get a cane corso. All right, have you anyone know about cane corsos?
A what?
A cane corso
What is that?
dog. It's a massive, like, monstrous dog.
Oh, dog.
It's territorial. Yeah, and he's telling me that, like, if you show any weakness towards it, and it'll just start commanding and taking over the house, and that's what's happened to him. He's cornered right now. He wrote this email to me. Don't you have any advice to him? All right. Well, I'll tell you this. I'm not gonna get a cane corso. I'm to anyone who's listening. God damn it. Okay, no cane corso, and that's your problem, dude. Sounds like you adopted one. You don't adopt a used cane corso. Those things are evil. They weigh 200 pounds, guys. They're so thick. Like, who the hell would even dare get a dog that big? Whoever gets cane corsos, it's like the greyhound thing. Anyone gets a greyhound, there's something mentally wrong with them if they have to feed something that weighs twice their size. And they die in like fucking 8 years. Like, who wants to deal with a dead dog every 8 years? A 300-pound dog. All right. I'm sorry, Chester. I'm sorry about the situation you're in, you know, but I'm not going to be dumb enough to get a cane corso. This next email, oh my God, this one comes from Manny. It goes, hey Cecil, you're thinking about You're thinking about a dog to get through a breakup. Well, here's the only advice you need. Get a Mastiff. Now I will say, Mastiffs, they have a face that you just want to squeeze. So I'm with this so far. I have a Bull Mastiff, and here's the truth. You can feed it as much chocolate as you want. Endless chocolate. It won't die. It won't even blink. You can sit there in despair, eat your feelings, and the dog won't even complain, won't panic, won't keel over. It just exists, solid and untouchable, while you slowly feel better knowing something in your life is completely unkillable. That's all you need to know, Manny. All right. See, that's interesting. You know, I'm not trying to get a dog based on how much chocolate I could feed it, but it's nice to know that, you know, you probably have to feed it like a whole cake or something, right? Endless chocolate. That's kind of a challenge, honestly. I'll get a Bull Mastiff can I rent a Bull Mastiff just to see how much chocolate I could feed it? It's not going to help me get over anything, but it's more of like a you know, a Mr. Beast thing. Like, how many chocolate cakes can this dog eat? For every cake I feed it, I'll give $10,000 to charity. All right, I'm not going to get a Bull Mastiff, guys, for chocolate reasons, at least, you know. All right, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe, you know, sometimes I'm single. You know, it's really hard to just buy like a cake on its own, like a single serving slice of cake. Like, you ever go to the store and you see like the chocolate cakes, they have pre-made ones, and they're like $7, and then the slices of cake are like $5. Honestly, just to save money, I'll just get the full cake and feed the rest to my Mastiff. And that's, Manny, it's a really weird reason to get a dog, but I'm seeing why. I'm seeing why. Guys, now if you don't know, like normally, like I usually go on long tangents, you know. I like to really expound about how popular I am and stuff. But this episode, I'm taking things differently. You know, I've been getting a lot of feedback saying, hey Cecil, my favorite segment is when you answer emails, you know, and give advice and get advice. And so I'm just, you know, this podcast is going to have a lot of emails.
Talking.
So we're just going to continue. All right, so this next email is coming from Miranda. All right, the subject is, if you want love, get a pug. Almost rhymes, Miranda. I know you were trying almost. Hey, Cecil, Miranda here. You asked about dogs, so I'm telling you straight. If you want to love something so much that'll make your chest ache, get a pug. If you want something to love you so much like it's keeping score of every second you're gone, get a pug. If you want to live every day like you might lose it because it's breathing problems, get a pug. Yeah, I thought I read that right. I'm not exaggerating. Every morning I wake up wondering if today's the day he won't wake up through a nap without snorting himself in some kind of emergency. That didn't make sense. You forget you ever loved anyone because it feels like the pug is dying every day. Every cough, every wheeze, every pause in his little chest makes me panic like it's the end of the world. All right, guys, if you write logical sentences, because this is scattered. The thing is, the pug's problem becomes your problem. Every meal, every walk, every nap needs monitoring. You spend more time thinking about his health than anything else. Why would I want this? I'm trying to get over like heartbreak. I don't want to have to take care of a dog. And in that sense, I don't have many problems. I don't have to worry about dating or heartbreak. I get it. Because all my energy goes into keeping this little creature alive and comfortable. He's all consuming, but in a way that fills your heart entirely. Okay. If you're going to do this, do it right. Baby carts, yes, he deserves a glide through the park like royalty. But then clothing, tiny sweaters, raincoats, little jackets for every season, socks, hats, boots. Okay, this person's going crazy. Matching sets, onesies with hoods, scarves. I have a drawer devoted to solely to pug outfits, and sometimes I sit and imagine which one he'd want to wear today before he even snorts. I've started to color code him. Sometimes I wake up at 3 a.m. and swap sweaters because it doesn't match the blanket correctly. And I think, yes, this is love, pure obsessive love. And here's the truth, Cecil. With all that love, all that devotion, all that energy poured into him, I don't think there's room for a person. Not really. Not ever again. Not in human form. All right, so I see where this is going. This is way beyond obsession. This person was hurt. But let's continue.
Oh, can you shut the fuck up, please?
Hey, you can walk away.
Respectfully.
You can walk
Stop.
away. All right, and then I
No,
start
I
thinking
just
about
walk away.
other accessories.
It covers
Little-
the whole goddamn town, bro. Can't
It's a
just walk
podcast,
away.
bro. It's a podcast.
I don't care. It's so annoying.
Have
Shut up.
All right, I gotta continue. Just
Stop
about
talking.
25 more minutes. All right.
25 more minutes. Are
Hey
you
man,
serious?
that's what the listeners want, dude. I'm sorry. Hey, you know what? Everybody has feedback, and I appreciate the feedback. You know, this is the one negative feedback I ever gotten. Thank you very much. I will continue. And then I start thinking about other accessories: little dog backpacks, tiny sunglasses, harnesses with rhinestones, miniature rain boots for puddles. And then what if I made a miniature bow tie collection organized by season in fabric and type? All right, this person's crazy. They just go on for 2 more paragraphs talking about dog toys and dog clothes, and then it just ends. I don't have to. So Miranda here wants me to get a. I think pug owners are a whole different breed. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I should get a pug. I think that's the lesson, everybody. Pugs. I think the tinier the dog, the crazier you are. And this person's obsessed way too much. Over harnesses with rhinestones. She has 4 sentences talking about the types of rhinestones.
You sound like an idiot.
I do? Awesome. I got 2 negative pieces of feedback, everybody. This is a whirlwind. Amazing. I've never gotten negative feedback. Thank you so much. Just about 28 more minutes, you know? All right, so guys, I got about 2 more emails to read. This is going to be amazing. All right. This one is coming from Ryan. All right, hey everyone. This is from Ryan. Hey Cecil, I thought you might have some advice for you about getting a dog because I've been through something similar. I got a mutt named Frederick after my divorce. All right, again, guys, I think I like to always point out the common thread in all the emails I get is it's the majority of you guys are divorced people, and again, I don't really have much to say about that other than, guys, get your shit together. You know, you don't have to come and write to me and just brag about your divorce. Anyways, all right, and he's been unexpectedly helpful to Frederick. I'm not sure what type of dog he is, but I know it might sound weird. It feels like I've met him before. You know, the thing is, Frederick is eerily similar to me. His actions remind me of my divorce settlement. The sighs, the pauses, the moments where he just stops and stares at nothing. Sometimes he curls up in a corner, lost in thought, and I watch him and see myself. The exhaustion, the uncertainty, the quiet weight of everything that's happened. This a little projecting happened, maybe. Frederick is very independent. He goes on long walks by himself, sometimes disappearing for hours. And he seems caught up with his own thoughts. He seems so caught in thought, I don't even know if I want to interrupt him with a pet. It's like someone else is living through my pain with me. It's not just comforting. It's like sharing the aftermath with someone who truly understands. Every little habit, every hesitation, every silent moment feels like I'm not battling this alone. Somehow, having him around makes the loneliness feel less sharp because it feels like I'm not the only one processing the mess of divorce. Damn. You know how some people like project like their idea of a child on a dog? This is something completely like similar but different. I know it sounds psychotic, but I think I hear himself muttering and laughing to himself sometimes. I know dogs can't talk or process humor, but Frederick is a little different than your average purebred. What do you think he's saying? So
What kind of drugs do you do to keep yapping for this fucking
So
long,
if you
absolute
think-
retard?
oh, you know, I have 4 seasons in this, so I'm pretty adamant, huh? So what do you think he's saying? So if you're thinking
Like you
about a
play
dog,
Pokemon
consider a
as a
mutt.
25-year-old.
You might find a companion who's been through the same heartbreak. Have you ever been through heartbreak, buddy?
Yeah, when your mom left me.
Oh man, yeah, she's pretty hard on people, but it's what happens, you had your fun with her.
I am your dad.
Yeah. I'm thinking about getting a mutt. Well, at least this guy Ryan's been telling me to get a mutt. He kind of seems like he's been leaning on it, which is kind of unhealthy.
Talk about yourself like that. You're not a mutt, bro.
Oh, thanks. It's just I feel like it's an unhealthy relationship he's developed with this dog. People like really like saying, "Hey, I'm a pet parent." This guy's like a pet, like, I don't know, roommate. He's trying to go through his loss with the dog. People project like their idea of love on a dog. He's projecting his idea of loss on a dog. You don't find that interesting? Well, already left. I find it interesting, Ryan. I don't know what to do with getting a mutt because I'm trying to find out like what type of dog to get. But it sounds like, if I were to get a sad dog, maybe that would help. Or maybe just Ryan, I would like to hear your updates. I would like you to write back in, and I would like you to tell me updates on if you both get through this, because I'm starting to feel for both of you, Ryan. All right, this is the last email that I'm going to be responding to. You guys writing so many, and I know you've been begging me to respond, and so I am, but I gotta stop it somewhere. This comes in from Terry. It says, "Hey Cecil, I thought I'd chime in about the dog question. Every year, my German Shepherd decides to go on a mission to duel this skunk in the backyard. Every year, the skunk wins, and every year, my family pays for it. I'm talking full-on weeks, sometime months of ruin. Last time it happened, my kids got sent home from school for smelling like skunk. My wife, hypersensitive to smell, ended up in a hotel for 3 days. The first 4 days, we thought it was our Cocker Spaniel that got sprayed, so we kept him outside while the real culprit, the German Shepherd, was inside, and it made the house become unlivable. Carpets, couches, curtains, the walls themselves all tainted. You could barely breathe without gagging. It was chaos. But today, things are finally looking up. The smell is subsiding. The kids can go back to school without humiliation. My wife is coming home tomorrow. Life is good again." So that's my story. Had nothing to do with what I asked Terry. We have a lot of trolls that write in, but that was really fucked up. I'm supposed to be getting through heartbreak, and he's talking about how he's getting his family back. Terry, you know what? That's not fair. What it has nothing to do with dog. You're just talking about a story about how your dog got fucking sprayed by a skunk. That's why I said, that's why I put a line, and that's why I stopped reading some emails, because of this shit, Terry. God damn it. All right. I hope you guys really, listeners really enjoyed me getting this all out. You really ruined my reputation in Toplin. All right. Jesus fucking Christ. Asking these stupid questions, Terry. All right. As you know, every podcast I have to end with a final thought. There has to be something to sum everything up. Something, and this time I'm gonna change my final thought to something different. And it's not really a final thought, it's more of a final reveal. All right, I've been asking for weeks about this dog, and you guys have been just sending emails, just expecting me to respond, thinking I'm not just gonna get one on my. I got one on my own, guys. I got myself a mutt. All right. I actually did get myself a mutt. He's a half golden retriever, half husky. And I know I talked shit, officer, earlier about huskies, and I have to admit that thing talks a lot. I just got him the other day. He talks a lot. He goes all day. All right. And he's at my place right now, over on the west side. He's very cuddly, but he's bitey. So I'm gonna have to, work my way around this whole biting thing, because he chews, and I don't know if I have enough chew toys, and I'm afraid, he's kind of like he's kind of like 2-hour, drive from here. I don't like leaving dogs on their own. That's the thing, but I had to let you guys know. So, and I know you guys were all pooling together what I was gonna name my dog. Big reveal, guys. I know the polls were up and everyone is trying to call him Hunter, but I'm not a rich white person. All right. I'm going with the second choice, Bruce. All right. So it doesn't matter what you vote on. The highest voted option on the poll didn't get it. It's the second option because he's my fucking dog. We have a little tiny Bruce, all right, little golden retriever husky in it. All right, you ever go to West Side, bring some chew toys. It's gonna be a good time. We need as many chew toys as we can get, and yeah, I'm gonna be hugging them because I'm getting through this unless Becky takes me back. So I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna feed him. I'm gonna start training. Gonna get him into training, and then I'm gonna introduce him to Becky. And if Becky loves him, I think I have my way in. So just keep an ear out. All right, I'm gonna give you guys updates and write in. Write in. What should I do with this dog? How should I use this dog to pick up more chicks, or should it just be Becky? Right? It's yourhostcecil@gmail.com. Please, if you want any advice, yourhostcecil@gmail.com. I'll continue answering it regardless about the 3 haters in town. 3. All right, everyone. I guess that's been the podcast, but you know how we like to end things. We start things with an ad read, and now we're gonna end things with an ad read. And very fitting for one of our oldest ad reads, Dog Treats for Humans. Without further ado. Hey, all of you dog lovers out there, we got a treat for you, quite literally. Introducing the latest craze in the canine world, Dog Treats for Humans. And before you ask, no, I haven't lost my mind. These are dog treats that you, the pet parents, will love just as much as your furry friends do, especially now with the release of the new salmon lime flavor. Now, these aren't your ordinary dog treats. Dog Treats for Humans are designed to look so cool and fun, you might just forget they're not meant for you. Imagine a dog treat that not only looks appealing, but also has a flavor profile that's got every dog talking. But here's the kicker. While these treats might catch your eye by tantalizing your visual taste buds, your dogs can't tell the difference between these and their regular, less visually appealing treats. That's right, they're just as good to your pups as any other treat, but with the added bonus of making you, the owner, more comfortable and excited about buying them. Repeat after me. Dogs can't tell the difference, but I definitely can. These treats are about enhancing your experience as the pet owner. Every time you reach for the Dog Treats for Humans pack, you're not just giving your dog a tasty reward, you're also giving yourself a little chuckle at the novelty of it all. Remember, these treats are about bridging the gap between pet and pet parent fun. Who said dog treats have to look boring? With Dog Treats for Humans, you're getting the best of both worlds. A treat that excites you and satisfies your dog. So next time you're looking to spoil your furry friend, why not pick up a pack of Dog Treats for Humans and the new salmon lime flavor? It's a win-win. Delicious for them, hilarious for you. Your dog won't know the difference, but you'll get a kick every time. Give your dog the taste of love and give yourself a moment of fun. All right, thanks everyone. That has been the podcast. I hope everyone out there is surviving. Hey, defend yourself, man. That has been the podcast. It's been Champions Podcast Season 4, Episode 3. If you're ever looking to hear any reruns, usually around nighttime, I come by and I post, I broadcast a rerun out here. So if you want to come back and love me or hate me, it doesn't matter. Cecil out.